Bitter Hillary asked about Ivanka as president, her reaction is priceless. A clip is going viral after Hillary Clinton sat down for an interview, where she was asked about Ivanka Trump recently saying that she would like to be America's first female president. Bitter Hillary's reaction was downright priceless. Although it's been nearly 2 years since her election loss, Hillary just won't go away. Instead, she's always rearing her ugly head to give her irrelevant opinion when it's not needed. Of course, the only reason we're still seeing her continue to thrust her way into the public spotlight today is that she thinks it can benefit her. She's looking to cash in on her failed presidential bid by selling as many of her books as possible. Sadly, this means that we have to deal with her annoying rhetoric while she's tripping and falling all over the world as she tries to pander to every sucker she can. Even worse yet, her supporters are just as pathetic as she is when it comes to dealing with the 2016 election results. Just take a look at what we're talking about below from Alex Mohajer, the founder of Huffington Post and a Hillary supporter. Fortunately, that's not the case for everyone. As we've seen, many members of her own party have begun to tell her to just shut the FCK up and go away. Even today, there are many examples of this, like liberal Darius Amiri, who pointed out that Hillary would do her entire party a favor by staying out of the picture until we take back the House and Senate, adding, "She's the reason Trump is president, whether fair or not." Another apparently liberal Twitter user added, "I wish she would go away for a while. She has been very badly done by, but we have a terrible national emergency in Trump and she needs to let someone else solve that without her. Later she will be rehabbed by history." Despite this, Hillary is still showing up whenever she can in order to gain as much attention as possible. Showing that she doesn't give a damn about what the American people want and that her own desires come before all else, Hillary appeared for an interview with the Dutch news outfit KRO&CRV, according to BizPack Review. However, things would go horribly wrong, at least, for her. After Ivanka Trump expressed her desire to be our first female president, it comes as no surprise that Ivanka asked twice failed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton what she thought about this, and the look on Hillary's face was more than gratifying. Apparently Ivanka Trump wants to be the first female president of the United States, Ivanka said, to which Hillary Clinton quickly responded, "That's not going to happen." "No?" Ivanka countered. Hillary was immediately thrown back by the question, but her bitter side was about to come out. "No," Hillary declared, squirming in her chair with a look of anger and disgust sweeping over her face as she was revolted by the idea, leaving Ivanka to ask, "How come?" An obviously bitter Hillary then alleged, "No, we don't want any more inexperienced Trumps in the White House. Isn't it always funny when someone who couldn't get into the White House tells us who should or shouldn't be there?" Even better yet, Hillary used the phrase "we" as if all Americans agree with her. But, I digress. I would think normally I would like to believe what you're saying, but I also learned after these elections that things that we don't expect to happen sometimes do happen, Ivanka responded, according to Breitbart. "Well, that's true, but fool me once shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me," said Hillary, obviously forgetting she lost the run for the presidency twice. "And I think the American people have seen for themselves what happens when a reality TV candidate wins," she continued, ignoring facts yet again. "I really believe there's an enormous amount of pent-up energy to take the country back away from the Trump administration," she ignorantly claimed. In the end, all Hillary Clinton did was show the world that she still doesn't understand why she lost or what the American people want and need. What's happened to the American people when a business mogul won? Unemployment has been slashed. The economy is booming. Americans are being taken care of and feel important to our leaders once again. We are actually hopeful, something we were promised by the previous administration that never came to fruition. Hillary can pretend that there's an enormous amount of pent-up energy to take the country back away from the Trump administration, but that's fake news. In fact, the reason Donald Trump is in the White House is that there was an enormous amount of pent-up energy to take the country back from corrupt politicians like her. Hillary Clinton is a failure on multiple levels, But her recent comments show us exactly why she would have been a disastrous president. She's completely out of touch.